Hello everyone, I hope you all are healed and hearty. I am Nana from class 12th B. Today I am going to explain you about pollination. So let's start. First is, what is pollination? Pollination is defined as the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. When mature pollen grains released from the anther are carried to stigma of a flower of the same or different species, it is called pollination. Next is types of pollination. Basically, we have two types of pollination. First is self-pollination and second is cross-pollination. In self-pollination, transfer of pollen grains to a stigma of the same flower, as in pea family. And next is cross-pollination. In this, the transfer of pollen grains from the flowers to a stigma of another flower, like in palm and maize. And what is the importance of pollination? First, it results in fertilization and stimulates the ovule to get converted into seed. And second is, new varieties of plants are formed through new combination of genes. And during pollination, pollen tubes produce growth hormones which stimulates ovary to get converted into fruit. And now comes characteristics of flowers which favor cross pollination. First is pollination by wind, which is also called anemophily. In this, flowers are small, without nectar and scent. The pollen grains are small, light, and sometimes provided with wings. In this, flowers produce a large number of pollen grains to allow for wastage when pollen grains are carried by wind to another flower. Next is pollination by insects. It is also called entomophily. In this, the flowers are usually large, colored, and showy to attract insects. Some of these flowers secrete nectar to attract insects. Example in salvia flowers. Next, in pollination by water. It is also called hydrophily. In this, the pollen grains are produced in large numbers, and pollen grains float on surface of water till they land on the stigma of female flowers. Example in hydrilla and Vallisneria. Next, we have pollination by animals. It is also called zoophily. Example is flowers of canna, and squirrels pollinate flowers of silk cotton trees. Thank you for your attention.